welcome to the Dead Chicken Cooking Channel. Today I'm going to make a deep, dark chocolate cake because tomorrow is my son's birthday, so I'm usually making this one. He really likes chocolate cake. And this is one I've been making for years, and it's quite simple to make, so I thought you might just enjoy this one. It's like making a cake mix almost. Okay, I've already prepared the dry ingredients as the recipe says. You're supposed to mix all the dry ingredients together first, which I've done, and it's all completely combined. Now I just have to add the rest of the liquid ingredients, and then I beat it for 2 minutes. So it calls for 2 eggs. So I'm going to put the eggs in right now. And it has 1 cup of milk, which I can't open. There, I got it finally. It's a brand new milk, so I hadn't opened it yet. So 1 cup of milk. Of course, I got it turned the wrong way for cups. 1 cup of milk. And when you're measuring liquids, you always have to look down and make sure it's right up to the line, which that wasn't quite. So I'll put a little more in. And now I have to put in a 1/2 cup of cooking oil, which I use Mazola corn oil when I'm cooking. I find it to be the really good quality. So I can just put those all together. That will bring it up to 12 ounces.
So there you go. There's the 12 ounces.
Not quite. That looks pretty good.
Then it looks cool because it has the yellow there than the white on the bottom.
That's because the oil floats to the surface. Now I better run and put that milk in the fridge
Before it gets spoiled.
And then we just add that to the dry ingredients, which we've already prepared. And then I will be putting some boiling water after I mix this all together. The recipe also calls for 2 teaspoons of vanilla, so I'll put that in now as well. There we go. And I'll just put that there for now. Now I'm going to just mix this for 2 minutes, as they say. Water in a sec here. Okay. Alright, so we've mixed that, as you can see, for the 2 minutes. Now the recipe asks you to add boiling water, which I'm going to do, and then that's it. We pour it into the pans and cook it. And it takes 1 cup of boiling water, and I've already boiled my kettle here. So my 1 cup of boiling water, and it says to take it off the mixer, but I find it doesn't mix properly when you do it with stirring it with a spoon. So I'm going to just use my mixer to do this because sometimes it doesn't mix properly. I've done this cake a lot of times, and I think I'd be better off to just do it slowly with the mixer than the wooden spoon. And it is a thin batter when you're done with it. Very thin. So don't be alarmed if it looks really thin, because that's how it's supposed to be. I've made this cake in different sizes before. It can be done in a 13 by 9 rectangular pan. Today I'm making it in 3 8-inch layers because it's going to be used for a birthday cake. That looks pretty good, actually. Now I'm just going to take the spatula and clean the sides of that up a bit. And all there is left to do is put it in the pans and throw it in the oven. So I'm going to just do that right now, and maybe we'll show it to you when it's all completely iced later on. But for now, we'll do this. That looks about right. You don't want them too full because they'll boil over in the oven. And one more.
Wait, you're gonna stack them?
No, I'm just gonna put them in the oven like this. There's room for 4 of these pans in the oven.
Then after stack them? Basically?
Now, you see how we have just that amount there? I'm gonna use the remaining batter and put it kind of in a little cupcake tin because I don't want my pans to overflow. That can be a real mess. So I'll put these in the oven.
And you want your oven to be at 350?
That's right, I've already preheated it. And keep the pans nicely spaced from each other. I need to get the last one. Here we are. And that is all for now, and we will come back and show you the cake when it's all completely iced. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy this cake. Bye for now.
Mom had to just run to the store here, so we're just putting the cake together for her. Just putting the 3rd layer on now. So just a little bit of jam between the layers. Raspberry jam. That long, skinny one.
Oh, I need something just about it.
Oh, okay. Use this, you can get a better whack. Oh. What? Some get stuck?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Mom can fix that.
Oh, I know what can be fixed like that.
Or should we put a little jam on that maybe and then stick that to it? Or are you just gonna put it there? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'd let Mom deal with it maybe.
It's just a matter of...
Yeah, but you're gonna break it all up. Oh. Okay, that's not too bad.
How's that?
Looks pretty good. So we did have a little technical difficulty there, but that can be repaired. We just put it back Put a little icing over. All good.
Okay, we're back now. I'm just making a quick butter icing for this cake, and it's very simple. I started off with 1/4 of a cup of margarine, softened, and then I'm going to just add icing sugar to it, usually about 2 or 3 cups. And then after that, a little vanilla and a little bit of evaporated milk to make the icing. And then I take out a little bit of the white to decorate the cake with, and leave it in a bowl so that you can decorate it. And then I will be adding some cocoa to it to make it chocolate, so it will be like a chocolate frosting instead of a white frosting. So we're just going to get going on this here. Now I'm not really, I guess I will measure. Come to think of it, I better. So I'm going to just start off with 3 cups of icing sugar. The butter's already been softened. It has to be at room temperature, nice and soft and easy to work with. Then I just mix the two together, the butter and the icing sugar. I'll just add some vanilla to this. Which I'm going to put, I think I'll put the 2 teaspoons in. I like the flavor of the vanilla. And now just get some evaporated milk from my fridge. And it usually takes about 4 tablespoons of the milk. That might be a bit much, but if you end up having it too liquidy, then you can just add more of the icing sugar. It's not really all that fussy. See, and that's not enough liquid in there yet, so that's okay. We'll add a bit more milk to it. There, all together that was 6 tablespoons of evaporated milk. And it can still use a tad more, I'd say. At least 1. Now that's perfect. You want it a little bit stiff for doing the decorating later on, so I might add a little more canned milk when I add the cocoa. I'm just going to put some of this in a bowl. Then we should have enough for decorating the top a little bit, just to make it look kind of festive. We're not very professional at decorating, but we do our best. There, that should be about enough. Probably too much, really. Now to add the cocoa, I'll put that aside. I usually use a sieve so that I don't have all the big lumps of cocoa in there. So again, I just put the sieve over the bowl like that, and I add the cocoa to make it chocolatey. That was 3 heaping spoonfuls. And I kind of just play this all by ear. And then I just go like that to make sure there's no lumps in it. There. Not sure if I might need a bit more, so I won't put that in the sink yet and get it wet. Looks like brown smoke rising. I think we can use a little bit more of the milk here. This is a little thick. Just a tiny bit more. A spoonful basically should be good. I think it needs a bit more, because we want it to be spreadable. Very hard to see whether it's going to spread very well. That looks about right. So now we will ice our cake. We'll do that off camera, and then we'll show you our finished product when we're done. Thank you.
Here is our final product here. I decorated this for my dad. He's turning 34. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourself a great day.